Good everyone. Today we are solving on price index. Price index. So, firstly, when they said price index, what is price index? What is price index? It is the statistical method of measuring a variable or a group of related variables with respect to its value at a particular period of time. That is, it's an instrument is a statistical instrument used to measure the value of variable or group of related variable with respect to their to the value of that variable over a given period of time. So we'll be solving. I picked this one because this is one of the most popular and most featured question on price index. So on this one we are going to be calculating for price index using Laperye price index, Paache price index, and Fisher's price index. So when we are calculating, they say that a market survey conducted between two periods to study the change for economy as shown below. They gave us January 2020 and August 2020. So they gave us the quantity and price for the 2 months, and they gave us the soap, polish, analgesic, and perfume. So the quantity for soap for the January 6, that is in month of January 2.4 naira can purchase 6 soap. Then they gave us for the August, so that is 2.6 naira can purchase 6 soap. That's what that is simply telling us, is that in the month of January, the price that can purchase 6 soap in January cannot purchase 6 soap in August again. So the price has increased. So we want to calculate, so to know the percentage of percentage of inflation, how the price increase. So that is what it's all about. So we'll be using Laperye. Determine the price index by Laperye's index. Determine the price index by Paache index, and determine the price index by Fisher's index. Then number 4, now to interpret your results for the company report. So now we will be looking at Paache price index. The first thing is to state the formula. When we want to use Laperye price index, Laperye's price index is the formula. The formula to get Laperye's price index is, we know that normally what we want to calculate for, price index. So, and we'll be using price and quantity in our calculation. So Laperye price index is, we have PN QO over PO QO times 100. I'm coming to explain how to know those formula without crying. So then Paache's price index. Paache price index, we have PN QN over PO over POQ times 100 times 100. So this is Paache's price index and this is Laperye's price index. So then Fisher's price index. Square root of Laperye and Paache. So we say square root of Pn Qo over Po Qn times 100 times Pn Qo over Po Qn times 100. So that is Fisher's price index. So these are the formula that we need to know. Once you're able to know this, you've already gotten that question solved. So how are we going to go about it? I said I'm going to explain how we arrive at this formula without cramming. It's very simple. Laperye believed that to estimate the price index, it believes on base year quantity. So that is why we have okay, let me first explain. Pn. Okay, let me put it. Pn means current price, current year or month price. Then PO means base year price. Base year means the past year. Then QN means current year quantity, and QO base year quantity. So when you see PN, means that the current year price for the commodity. Then PO base year price for the commodity, for that same commodity, because here we are having different 4 commodities. So this one is here, they didn't say that this is PN, this is, but when you see January 2020, that is, and you see August, that means January comes before August. So that means this January, everything about this January is base. So here, this is our base quantity, and this is our current quantity. So this is our QO, this is our QN, and this is price. This is our base year price, this is our current year price. So this is PO, this is PN, like that. So now when you see PN, that is current year price, then PO base year price, then QN current year quantity, and QO is base year quantity. Now driving at this formula, we want to calculate for price index. Normally, firstly, you want to calculate for price index, right? So, and we are using Q because to calculate for the price index, we are calculating based on the amount of quantity that we can purchase with that price. So that is why we have P and QO, PQ. So we are always calculating the P and Q. So now let me put it like this: PQ. So now we are calculating for price index, right? So normally what we are using when we calculate for price index, we are using PNQO. If that one is constant, when you are calculating for price index, it's constant, that PNQO. That is, we are using the current year price index to know the difference between the last year price index. Now the quantity we are going to use, Laperye is a professional on statistics. So he was the one that derived this formula. Then Paache said he didn't go with the Laperye's formula. That is why he derived his own formula. So Laperye used base year quantity when he's deriving his own formula for price index. While Paache said he believes that it's current year quantity that is used. So that is why I said that PN PO, that one is constant. Then when you want to use Laperye believe on base year quantity, and I said before that base year is QO, base year. So Laperye believe on base year, the past quantity. So that is why we have QO and QO. Then Paache believe on PQ. So Paache believe, so when we are calculating price index, is PNQ. That one is constant, like I said. Then this one is Laperye. Then Paache believe on current year quantity. So that is why we use both QN and QN, which is there. then here A. So that is how we derive the formula. So once you know, and the Fishers said that okay, we are going to use both Laperye and Paache, then we will now make the square root of it to derive our own price index. So that is why it is square root of Laperye and Paache. So what is here is Laperye and Paache. So square root of Laperye price index times Paache price index. So once you do this two, you don't need to be calculating this one. Just put the final answer, just multiply it and square it to get the Fisher's price index. So this is the formula we are going to use. So after creating this formula, then you know that you will need, after creating this formula, then you know that what you need is, what you need to get, you need to compute this, all these that they ask us to do. You need your P and Q O, yes. Then you need P O Q O, right? Then you need P N Q N, and you also need P O Q N. So these are the 4 things that you need. You know, okay, forget to summation. There are summations. So you need all this to compute your formula. So what are we going to do now? We know that this is our P, this is our QO, and this is our PO. This is our QN, and this is our PN. So we are now going to create a table where we will be getting all this one solved. So once we get all this one solved, then we're able to solve all this we're asked to solve. So that table is going to be like, the table will be we have the items that are given, then we have on that table we will first create all this, so that from all this, that is when we are going to get this. So I need to rub this. You already know the formula for Fishers, so I can leave it up. So from the table we have, let me see, we have items, then we have the year, January 2020. We have January 2020, then we have August 2020. So under that we have under January 2020 we have PO, and we have QO. Then we have PN, and we have QN. So those things that we need PNQN, PNQO, right? PNQO. Then we need POQO, POQO. Then we also need PNQN, PNQN, and we also need POQN, POQN. So those are the things that we need to compose, right? So this is the table we are going to draw for us to be able. Sorry that my hand is not that straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this table will be drawn. The first thing, like I said, we have soap, we have polish, analgesic, and perfume. We have soap, polish, majestic perfume. So now PO, like I've explained what that PO means, the price of the first year, that is the past year. Or year is month. The January comes before August. So PO, the price of the base month. So we have for the soap we have 2.4. For the polish we have 3.2. For the analgesic we have 1.7, and for the perfume we have 2.2. Then for quantity, that the quantity of the previous month, we have 6 under soap, we have 4 under polish, we have 2 under analgesic, and we have 3 under perfume. Then PN, QN. For PN, that is the price of the commodity for the current month, which is August. We have 2.6 under soap, we have 3.5 under polish, then we have 2.7 under analgesic, 2.7 under analgesic, we have 3.7 under perfume. So now it is the data that is here that we just transfer to here now, in order for us to get the formula we need to solve for what is being asked for from us to solve. That is Laperye price index. This is what we are going to use to solve it. That is summation of PN QN divided by PO QO times 100. So we have to get the summation of PN QO and PO QO. So that is why we created this table. So now I've explained to us how we are going to get our PO for each commodity, PN for each commodity, then and everything, which is what we just did here. PO QO, that is PO QO, then PN QN. So that is what we transfer to here. Now from here, okay, the QN, we have 6, 5, 3, 4. So from here now, 6, 5, 3, 4. So from here now, we can now derive our PN QO, PO QO, PN QN, and PO QN. So it's very simple. Once you see when you see PN QO, means that P times PN times QO. So you go to here where you find your PN here. This is your PN, then your QO. This is your QO. So this times this here, this times this here, this times this will be here, and this times this will be here. That is your PN and QO. So our PN and QO. So our PN and QO, PN and Q, that is 22.6 times 6, 2.6 times 6, 2.6 times 6, which is 15.6. Get 15.6. Then 3.5 times 4 will give us 14. 3.5 times 4, 3.5 times 4 give us 14. So 2.7 times 2 will give us 2.7 times 2 give us 5.4. 5.4. Then 3.7 times 3 will also give us 11.1. So that is how we've gotten our PO Q. We've gotten our PO Q, PN QO like that. So we go to the next one, PO QO. You find where you see your PO here, PO QO. So this one times it will be here, this one times it will be here, this times it here, and this times it will be here. So our PO QO, we get 14.4 here, this one times this. Then we get 12.8, we get 3.4, and we get 6.6. So that is what we get our PO. Then we go to PNQN. PNQN. So this times this. So 26.6 times 26.6 times 6. 2.6 times 6. 2.6 times 6. 15.6. So we get 15.6. Then all other like that. 17.5, 8.1, and 14.8. Then we go to the next one, which is POQN. POQN. So 2.4 times 6, 3.2 times 5, 1.7 times 3, and 2.2 times 4. So we get 14.4, 16, 5.1, and 8.8. So because the formula says that summation of PNQO and POQO, so we have to submit everything to get what we are solving from. So now we have to do the summation of everything. So now summation of all this one, our PNQO. So when we add everything, PNQ we get 46.1. Then when we add POQO, we get 37.2. Then when we add PNQN, we get 56. Then when we add POQN, we get 44.3. So like this, we've gotten what we need to calculate both for Laperye price index and for Paache price index. This particular question doesn't take time. Once you know what you want to do, just go to there straightforward. You know that this Laperye price index, you state the formula. You state it first thing, state the formula. When you state the formula, then look for the elements of the formula. That is what we are doing now. You state the formula step 1. Then you look for the element of the formula, like this element of the formula. So after this, we can now compute for what we are asked to compute for. So we now say Laperye price index. Laperye price index is equal to, which is summation PNQO over summation POQO, which is equal to summation of PNQO times 100 over 1 times 100 times 100. So which is PNQO, which is 46.1 over POQO over 37.2 times 100. So what do we get? We solve it, we get 123.92%. So that is our Laperye price index. So we are done with Laperye price index. We say Paache price index. Paache price index, which is equal to summation PNQN over summation POQN, which is equal to PNQN. We have 46, 56 divided by summation POQN. We have 44.3 times 100. So what do we get? 56 divided by 44.3 times 100. 56 divided by 44.3 times 100. So we get 126.41. 126.41%. 126.41%. So that is all about the Paache price index. So we've answered those two. So we have to answer the Laperye, the Fisher's price index. This is Laperye price index, Paache price index. And I said that when I stated the formula for Fisher's price index, the formula for Fisher's price index is square root of Laperye price index and Paache price index. Like I said, okay, let me use scale. Like I said Fisher price index equal to square root of Laperye price index times Paache price index. So I stated it like this, that is square root of summation P N Q O over summation P O Q O times 100 over 100 times, then multiplied by summation P N Q N over summation P O Q N, so times 100. So this is the formula for official price index. But because all this one we solve, all this one are what we solve here, so you just say official price index, official price index is equal to square root of the answer for this. This one is, when you solve all this one, that's when we get this 123.92 times 126.41. So you get, when you multiply, you get square root of 15664.73. So you now do the square root, you're going to give you 125.16%. So this is Fisher's price index. So this is Laperye price index, this is Paache price index, and this is Fisher's price index. So in case you are asked, actually this particular question I'm using, they didn't put Fisher's price index, so I was one that fixed it in case of you meet the question that they have Fisher's price index. So that's how we are going to answer the question. So we are done with what we are asked. So the number 4 now said interpret your result for the company report and for the economy as a whole. So when you want to interpret this kind of question, that you just want to know that what your computation shows. So you can now answer that the computation shows that the price of commodity from January 2020 to August 2020 has increased by 123.9% using Laperye price index, and by 126.41% using Paache price index, and also by increased by 125.16% using Fisher's price index. So that is all the parts what we are asked to do on this question. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share and comment on my page. For you to, when you subscribe, subscription doesn't mean that they are going to move anything, remove anything. You don't do anything when you subscribe. It only means that whenever I upload a new video, you are going to be notified directly. So I will still do more video on the stats for you guys, but firstly, don't forget to subscribe to my page so that you can easily know and get it whenever I upload a new video. So thank you, God bless.